She's been holding on for dear life, keeping it together for everyone else while silently falling apart inside. There's an ache that won't go away, a whisper in the heart that says, I should be further by now. Plans feel like they're crumbling midair. Hope flickers, but doesn't stay. The guidance once trusted feels distant. And in the silence of that confusion, a clock reads 4:44. A receipt ends in 5:55. The car ahead? 222 on the plate. These numbers arrive when the soul is on the edge, not just of breaking, but of breakthrough. They are not random. They are rescue missions in numeric form, and they're trying to tell her something urgent, sacred, and deeply personal. You are not lost. You are being guided. The relatable breakdown. There was a woman who gave her all to her family, friends, and even strangers. Her energy, time, love, and prayers. She lit candles. She read devotionals. She kept her faith strong, even when life felt heavy. But no matter how much light she gave to others, her own path stayed dim. Doors didn't open, the answers didn't come, and her own soul felt forgotten. Then the signs began. 222 on nights she cried herself to sleep. 444 when she woke up overwhelmed. 555 in moments she questioned whether anything would ever change. She thought they were coincidences until she looked deeper. Until the pattern was too exact, too persistent, too intentional. The numbers weren't just signs, they were breadcrumbs from heaven guiding her to the next part of her path. Because when she couldn't hear her angels, they made sure she could see them. The spiritual reframe. Decode the deeper meaning behind each number. These angel numbers are not surface-level inspiration. They are coded messages from the divine, delivered when the heart is ready to receive, even if the mind still doubts. 2. You are rooting, not stalling. This number doesn't show up in moments of momentum. It shows up in the pause, in the stretch of life that feels unproductive, unclear, and unmoving, when prayers seem unanswered and action feels pointless. But 222 is a holy whisper. You are not being delayed. You are being rooted. Just like a seed planted in dark soil, unseen growth is happening. Beneath the surface, roots are stretching, finding stability, preparing to hold the weight of the coming bloom. Without that rooting, the flower would never last. Without that stillness, the breakthrough would collapse. So when 222 appears, it's not a reprimand, it's reassurance. Not everything sacred is fast. Not every miracle comes with movement. This is the sacred stillness that prepares the soul to rise. 444, you are held in heavenly protection. When life feels like too much, when emotions are heavy, decisions unclear, and the burden overwhelming, 444 arrives like a divine embrace. It shows up when she's been giving without receiving, when no one notices her exhaustion, when even her quiet strength feels like it's cracking. But this number is the mountain shelter in the storm. It doesn't take the storm away, it simply reminds her that she doesn't face it alone. Every closed door she didn't understand, it was a divine no to deeper heartbreak. Every delay she felt frustrated by, it was a detour toward grace. Every time she stood on the edge of falling apart, 444 was the hand that held her steady. The angels have not abandoned her. They've just been behind the scenes, holding more than she realized. 444 says, you are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are fully surrounded. 555, sacred change is already in motion. Then comes 555, not soft but strong. This number doesn't whisper. It disrupts. It arrives when old patterns begin to unravel. When the life she once fit into starts feeling tight, heavy, misaligned. When familiar paths no longer feel right and unfamiliar ones start to call her name. It feels like chaos. But it's actually sacred remodeling. Like a butterfly dissolving inside its cocoon, the soul must release its old form before it can rise. 555 is the tightening moment before the wings spread. If she's been seeing 555 often, her soul is already outgrowing her old life. The change she's sensing? It's not something to resist, it's something to surrender to. This number is the angelic permission slip to evolve. It says, let go, step forward, something greater is arriving, and it needs room to land. The pathway forward, a sacred ritual to anchor the message. Tonight, let the numbers lead into peace. As the sun sets, sit by the window, place both hands over the heart, close the eyes, and whisper. I trust the signs, I trust the timing, I trust where my angels are leading me. Then simply listen. No fixing, no solving, no rushing, just being with the divine presence already surrounding her. Let the energy of 222 ground her. Let the power of 444 comfort her. Let the light of 555 inspire her. Even when she doesn't know the full path, her next step is already lit. The sacred invitation. If 222, 444, or 555 keep appearing in life, this isn't a phase. It's a summons, a divine invitation to discover what the angels are really saying and what they want her to do next. That's why the Celestial Angel Numbers course was created. It's not just a course. It's a divine decoding experience guided by Archangel Raziel and his celestial team. Inside this sacred 6-day journey, she will learn how to tune into synchronicities and recognize signs on command. Discover the number sequences for manifesting dreams and unlocking divine prosperity. Receive angelic guidance for love and soul-aligned relationships. Be shown healing codes for vitality, emotional release, and energy renewal. And finally, align with the divine blueprint that has always been written in the stars for her life. Each day brings sacred teachings, gentle guidance, and clear action steps to integrate divine timing into real, everyday life. She won't just know what the numbers mean, she'll know exactly how to live by them. This is her sign. This is her moment. Click the link in the description to begin this journey with Archangel Raziel and unlock the messages meant for her soul's highest path, because her angels are not finished speaking, they're just getting started.